Hi guys, it's Denise, and I am here in the nursery, and we have a very special box opening. Today is Monday, May the 22nd, and I've been out of town. I had to got out of town for a funeral, and my husband and I made it back in today, and I had a couple of packages that had been delivered while we were gone, and we're gonna get right into this box opening. I'm gonna leave this box right here because it's heavy, and I think I should have been a little bit better prepared, so you guys please forgive me, but that's fine. I got it. I know what I need to do. I'm gonna grab this blanket here. Okay, so I'm going to try to get this baby out of this box. I did some pre-cutting, you guys. I already know, if you follow me, you do, that I pre-cut so that I don't have to do everything on camera. So we're gonna go ahead and try to remove this baby from the box. They didn't come with anything from what I can tell. So I'm gonna turn the camera away for just a second until I can get this baby out of the box. And I'm going to try to cover the baby back up. And they had some paper over the baby. There was nothing else in the box. So this is the baby. A little backstory on this baby. I got the camera turned away because I'm trying to have a little element of surprise. Okay, so this baby is a different baby for me, and the reason I'm saying that is because I'd never seen this sculpt until a few weeks ago. One of my Facebook friends in one of the Facebook groups that I follow, and I want to say her name is Ida McMullen, I think. Hi, Ida. Miss Ida knows who I'm talking about, because I think she's a subscriber on my channel as well. But she had this beautiful baby, and it was a different baby. It was a unique sculpt that I had never seen before. And she posted her baby girl. And I was like, oh, she's cute. And she was like, she's huge. And I was like, well, how large is she? And she was telling me how big the baby was. And I was like, oh my goodness. And she named the sculpt, but I had never heard of the sculpt before. So I was like, let me research. So I Googled the sculpt and found out who made the baby and things of that nature. And that's pretty much was it. I thought the baby was super cute, but that was basically just it. I had never seen the sculpt. So, I'm always curious when I see a new baby, especially when they have a unique look. So I happened to be on eBay a few days later, and actually about a week or so later, and I went on one of the pages or the store for an artist that I've purchased from before. There's an artist there. She goes by Joe Granny, and I think she actually does monkeys for Ashton Drake. And she's been reborning for maybe 8 to 10 years. And I actually purchased 2 of my 3-month Josephs from her a couple of years ago. These 2 awake babies were created by this same artist on eBay. And she created both of these babies, and then a separate artist created both of these babies, as you guys can tell, because their painting is very similar. So my 2 awakes were created by a particular artist, and my 2 asleep were created by a particular artist. And I got them all from eBay, because I used to purchase all my babies from eBay, and I still get a lot of my babies from eBay. Anyway, I was on her site, and I was just looking through because she has really, really reasonable babies. Her babies are pretty reasonable. The prices are always great, and she really paints well. So I was like, well, let me just look. So I was on there looking, and lo and behold, I see this particular sculpt. And I was like, oh my God, that's the sculpt. And so I'm going to name the sculpt in a minute. And I was like, oh, wow. So I was looking at the baby and I could see there on her page how big he was as well. So anyway, I, he had a really good price and I placed a bid on the baby and I won the bid. And so, yeah, so I had this baby. I wasn't expecting to get this particular baby, but because the price was so great and I was able to get the baby, and he was so unique and he's huge. He's a big baby. I wanted to have him in my collection, and you guys already know how much I love a unique facial expression on my babies. So this particular baby, I got this baby because of that. And the price was absolutely amazing. Anyway, so that's the backstory. So today is the box opening for that particular baby. And he is huge. I'm gonna try to do a little element of surprise. But this baby is so big. He wears a size 4 or 5. I think it's a 5 in shoes. This baby is 31 inches long. Now, the regular baby in this scope is about 28 inches, but because she did a custom, this baby was a custom baby. I don't know if it was for somebody and they didn't purchase it. She put 4 limbs. Most of the babies comes with 3/4 limbs in this particular scope, but she put 4 limbs on this baby is what she told me. So this particular baby has 4 limbs, and I don't know if that's true or not, but it kind of feels like it. But anyway, he's supposed to be 31 inches, and he looks to be 31 inches. I have some 28-inch babies, and he is definitely larger than them. So we're going to go ahead and get to it. I am excited because when I saw him, I was just like, oh, he is so super cute, and like I said, I saw Miss Ida's baby, and she was adorable and that cute little expression. And I just searched, and then all of a sudden I just was checking, just wasn't looking for this particular baby or any baby for that matter. I just wanted to see what Miss Jo Granny, the artist that I used before, had, in her collection, and happened to have this baby, and the price was perfect, and I placed the bid and I got the bid and I got the baby. So without further ado, I would like to introduce to you guys, as well as to the nursery, our new addition. It's a boy. He is huge, and he is the Yumma Bubba scope. And I don't know if you guys have seen this baby, but he is absolutely adorable. And she's painted him very, very well. He is weighted. He's about 10 pounds, I think she said. So he's super heavy. We're going to go ahead and reveal him. This is my new baby boy, and he is the Yumma Bubba scope. He is absolutely adorable, but he's huge, guys. His head is so big. I mean, it's literally as big as my hand. Look at his head is so big. But I love his look. She painted him. He has painted hair, which is kind of a light brown. It's not even major like detail, but it's so befitting of him. Like some of my babies, I have some babies with painted hair and it's really detailed. But his is lightly painted, but it is so nice. She did such a great job on his hair and on his painting. He has the most beautiful blue eyes, guys, and his little tongue sticking out of his mouth. And of course, that's the unique feature about this baby. But on top of that, he is like a little chunk. He is like a little chunky baby that just ready to eat. He's hungry. He got that tongue sticking out like, I'm not full. Can I have some more? And I think he is absolutely adorable. You guys just cannot understand how adorable I think he is. So he's adorable. He's his hands. Look how big his hands. He has big hands. He has huge feet. He is a sitting baby. I tried to stand him up, but he's not gonna stand. So, because when I opened the box, he was literally just stuck in there, and I had to pull his head up because I didn't want his neck to get too bent, and he won't stand. But he's so heavy. She did not weight his head at all. I probably will go in and fill his head out with some polyfill because it's not really filled out, and so it's really soft. But we don't want to make his head heavy because we don't want him to slump. But I do want to fill it out, so I will go in at some point and fill his head out to have it a little bit more firmer. But his arms are weighted and his legs are weighted, and of course he has weight here in his stomach. She has him really filled out. I noticed when I got the other babies from him, she fills the babies out a lot. So he's totally filled out, which is good because he's a big baby. So I'll probably leave him filled, but I definitely will have to go in and just add some polyfill to his head just so it's not so squishy. I just would like for it to be a little bit, more sturdy, his head. But look at his eyes. He is so adorable. And that little tongue. And he is painted absolutely beautifully. She does a great job on her painting. There's a lot of blushing and veining and modeling. More blushing, if more than anything, like on the bottom of his foot, because you can see that. And his little nails and toes are perfectly manicured. And his little cheeks are so chubby. He has a chubby fat neck. And he has some little blotches, just like most little toddler babies. So he is a toddler baby, but he is one of those babies that has been eating a lot of potatoes. He is a chunky, 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 chunky baby. And I'm not sure what size clothes he wears, but I think Miss Ida said like a 4T or maybe a 3 or 4T. And then I heard someone else say that their baby was wearing a 4T, but it was still tight. Now, his clothes are still kind of tight on him, and I'm not sure exactly what size his little outfit is. Let's find out. She has him on a 24 month. Okay. I have some 24 months. And I have some, maybe even some 2T. So we will play around with some of the clothing that I have. I do have a couple of larger babies and boy babies, and I have some clothes for them. So he's long though. So I don't know if the little pants and stuff that I have. Look how long his legs are. I want to look at his neck. He has a chubby neck, guys. He has rolls in his neck. This is his little double chin. He has another roll here, and then that's his actual neck part right there. His little lashes are applied. But he's so cute. I think he's super cute. I love his hair. And I'm really happy with him. He is just adorable to me. He is so funny. When I look at him, it's like he's blowing bubbles or licking his lip like he's still hungry. And I know that's what Miss Ida said about her baby girl, that she's always hungry and she needs to feed her again. So now I understand exactly what she meant. Now that I have my own Yumma Bubba in my collection. So thank you so much again, Miss Ida, for giving me that information about your beautiful baby girl. And now she has a little cousin here that, they can shout each other out periodically. So my name reveal for this baby is going to be Brody Mylo. So his name is Brody Mylo. And my nickname for him is Bubba. We're going to call him Bubba because he just looks like a Bubba. He looks like he's just ready to eat again. Like, Mommy, I'm still hungry. Give me a cookie, give me something. So I just wanted to share him with you guys. Thank you so much for being here today and sharing in this beautiful moment with me for the box opening of my Brody Mylo, aka my Bubba. And he is the Yumma Bubba Sculpt by Oh my God, it slipped my mind. Donna RuBert. Donna RuBert is the sculptor, and he was brought to life by Joe Granny, and she's on eBay. And so she was the artist that created him. And like I said, he was sculpted by Donna RuBert. And he is originally, his sculpt is like 28 inches, but she said that this baby was a custom, and she says that he has 4 limbs, but his limbs are actually, they are like 3/4, they're right here. But she said he's 31 inches. Most of the babies in this scope are 28 inches. But she was very adamant about him being 31 inches, and he appears to be about 31 inches. Maybe because his limbs are so big. I am definitely going to come back. Let me see if I can pull his pants. And she does not have him on a diaper, which she probably didn't have one of his size. But his legs are huge. I remember seeing some of his pictures online. I'm going to see if I can, guys. If you can just bear with me, what his legs look like, how big his legs are. So they are not 4 limbs. They are more or less 3/4. But nonetheless, he is heavily weighted. And I want to see his little chunky legs. That's the reason why I wanted to see if I could at least pull one of his legs out. I'm going to put him like on some shorts. I have some short outfits that would definitely fit. In fact, I have a 24-month outfit that will probably fit him perfectly and show these big legs, because he has such huge legs. I would like to show them. Okay, guys, I got one leg out, so that'll help. Just to kind of, for reference, you can kind of see how big his legs are. His legs are huge, guys. Look at that. He has the chunkiest, fattest thighs I have seen on any of my babies. Absolutely adorable. And the cutest foot and feet. I am absolutely in love. He's just a big baby. He is just a huge, huge, he's a baby, but he's huge. He is huge. Hi, honey. Hi. Hi, Brody. Hi, Brody, Mylo. And Mylo is short for my love. Hi, Brody. Hi. He is huge, guys. Anyway, this is the box opening for Brody Mylo. Today is May the 22nd, and it is Monday. And I just wanted to come in real quick and get him out of that box. I do have another box opening. I was able to find a couple of the larger toddler baby sculpts. Some of them are AliExpress reviews. In fact, the rest of them are. And they were painted sculpts that I were able to find, and I am waiting for them to come in. I did have one that came in. We had Sandy, of course, that came in. Her name is Savannah Joe, over there. And then we have a couple of other babies that are coming in, and I have another one that came in while I was out of town. So I'm going to go ahead and do that box opening next. But I just wanted to introduce you guys to my little Yumma, Bubba. And he is absolutely adorable. And so, guys, weigh in like you always do and tell me what you think of him and how you like him. And I am super excited to have him in my nursery. He's huge. He is so huge, guys. And he's heavy too. Like I said, he's about 10 or 11 pounds. So, yes. So I will see you guys in the very next video. I am going to spend a few minutes and take a few pictures of this big boy, and I will be back in the very next video. Thank you, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Tell him bye, Brody. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. All right, guys.